And now, live from Pod Cabin in Burbank, California, it's the Allison Rosen is Your New Best Friend show. Tonight, Allison welcomes a guest. He's a writer and co-host of the podcast 9 Chickweed Rage. It's Jeff Drake. And she's an actress and co-host of 9 Chickweed Rage. It's Brooke Dillman. Tone Zone is here to explain for the last time that just because he's had a Jar Jar Binks tattoo on his chest for 20 years, it doesn't mean that he's a Jar Jar Binks sympathizer. I'm her husband, Daniel, saying hop on board the Love Bus and say hello to your best friend, Allison Rosen.
Allison Rosen. Allison Rosen is your new best friend. Allison, with her good times never end. Allison Rosen, doing the wavy pencil dance again. Allison Rosen. Allison's your new best friend.
Hello, my little Nutella toasts. Welcome to another exciting episode of Allison Rosen is Your New Best Friend. That particular rich carbohydrate was sent in on Patreon.
Patreon.
By Isaac S. Yes, I'm on Patreon. And if you haven't been keeping track, Daniel and I are now doing a weekly Patreon bonus episode because the people demanded it. And it is the news with Allison and Daniel. And we talk about news, but then we also talk about stuff in our lives that I can't talk about publicly. So it is gossipy and juicy, and I recommend it. Patreon.com/Allison Rosen.
Patreon.
Do an annual subscription. Get 2 months free.
That's a good deal.
So I am on Substack.
Substack.
AllisonRosen.substack.com and stacking up a storm, guys. Okay. I'm so excited to welcome my guests. There's also so much stuff that has already, it is early Monday. I mean, it's morning. It was Monday morning, late morning now, and so much stuff has already happened. Brooke Dillman, hello.
Hello.
Wonderful to have you.
Thank you for having me.
Jeff Drake, hello.
Hello.
Wonderful to have you.
It's wonderful to be here.
And Tony Thaxton, hello.
Hello, I'm here, and we almost didn't get to have this.
It was touch and go.
Duty.
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 Oh my God. Can I please hear that again? Duty. I cannot believe you were willing to do the episode without that. So for people who don't,
Wow.
Were you about to say for people who don't know?
for people who
happened this
don't
morning
know,
for
yeah.
people who haven't seen it on
So
CNN.
for everyone, if you've been living under a rock, and if you're not Brooke or Jeff, what happened is Tony arrived. And this is not even the drama of the morning yet. Tony arrived and he walked in and then he quickly walked back out. And this is after I explained to him why Daniel is here, which is the second story I'll tell you. But Daniel is not here.
Right.
That's what I mean. Yes. And he walked out with an embarrassed and ashen look on his face. And he's like, this has never happened to me before. But
That's what they always say.
I know it has happened. I forgot my laptop. And so then there was this debate about should he go home, which is going to take a half hour, or should he do the episode without the laptop? All he needs it for is drops. Now, the thing that you don't know is that Tony and I are in the same way that Brooke and Jeff, I pointed at the wrong ones, but you know what I mean? Brooke and Jeff have a number of fights. Tony and I now have just one central fight, and it's threatening to ruin our friendship. It is that I want more drops than oxygen.
Okay.
And Tony's like, a little goes a long way. They're confusing. Nah. That's
Oh boy.
that wasn't a drop, by the way. That was
That
me
would make
pretending
an
to be Tony.
excellent drop,
What
though.
was that thing that you did before, like on s'mores, like yes or no?
Oh, that's
You know,
yes,
like-
please,
so,
or oh, please.
I am on your side for
Thank
that one.
you.
Yeah.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
sorry, Tony.
I just
Can't have enough.
right. Yes. Yeah.
What? What is happening? I missed this.
Can't have enough drops. S'mores can
Can't
go
have
fuck
too many,
themselves.
I
Yeah.
guess.
Like
Yeah, I just don't understand the s'mores.
you
part.
weren't here.
Right.
You weren't.
Oh,
here.
that's right. It was Gaddis.
It was- yeah.
I dumped you for Gaddis.
Fake. It was fake me.
I was excited today because I was like, Gaddis is going to be there, and he wasn't.
It was like
you.
it's like me if I had really spectacular hair.
And you were a ceramicist.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I could have had Gaddis fill in for Daniel. They
Yeah.
have like a similar
God.
coloring.
Well, they do.
Which is important on an audio podcast.
It really is.
Yeah. So anyway, So I felt that Tony was angling for me to release him from getting his laptop. I could be imagining that. Were you?
You're imagining that.
Okay. All right. Oh, so,
I mean, did I want to go back home? Not really, but of course,
so
it wasn't.
he
that.
went back home. In the meantime, I let you guys know we're going to start half an hour later.
Yeah.
Just to spite me, Jeff Drake went to Porto's and picked up some sweets and gave them to me, as I feel like that's really rubbing my nose in it.
Right. Like,
Right.
you inconvenienced me, so I'll give you a gift to make you feel bad.
Well, no, Daniel and I feel that Porto's is overrated, and Jeff practically works at Porto's. He's their ambassador.
He's the ambassador.
I go there more now because I know it bothers Daniel. To be honest,
See, do you see what I've been dealing with?
Yes.
40 years?
because he made such a big deal about it, and once again, it took almost no time to get the treats.
That's what I'm saying.
And
he
I was
does
standing
this
in line.
just to show our
I
face in
was
it.
just
Daniel
going to get it
specifically.
and just have a Porto's in front of you, but then as I was standing in line, I was like, you know what? I'm going to bring Allison a treat as well, and Daniel is not allowed to have any. He can go fuck himself. Wait, that's later that we do. Hey,
Oh yeah.
I don't know anything about Porto's, but again, I'm on your side, Allison.
Thank
course you
you.
are.
It can't be that good.
It
and
is.
there is a Porto's by Damon's
Yeah,
in
there is.
Glendale. And my husband and I go to Damon's all the time. And we're like, what the hell is going on at Porto's?
Oh, yeah.
Like,
I know.
it's crazy. I'm like, what could be that great? Like,
I
the
just
Ropa
heard
Vieja.
old clothes. That's what that means, you know.
Well, it
But
tastes better than old
eating
clothes.
old clothes.
I just heard about Damon's. It's like a tiki bar restaurant in
amazing.
You must go.
Glendale. Yeah, I think we're going to go.
Yeah. you
Okay,
must.
so
But
anyway.
a reservation, though. Don't
Okay.
just walk in.
Oh, we
and-
won't.
Yeah.
Don't have more than one Chi-Chi.
Yeah. Well, one is not enough, and two is too many.
Two is.
I
What
like
is it?
the place, but I don't think the food is that
No.
good.
That is how I
It's
feel
not that
about
great.
so many
Okay.
places.
The shrimp brochette, I love it. With a twice baked. Oh,
I want to like it more than I do.
Sounds-
Sure.
Yeah.
This sounds like a Clearman's Northwoods Inn situation. Have you been there?
Yeah.
No.
Where? Oh, it's very.
the
It's
one
like
with the white roof?
yes.
Yeah.
It's very. It's got great ambiance, but I'm always a bit disappointed by the food.
Well, it's a lot of the old school places
Yeah.
in town. Like Smokehouse used to be
Yes.
worse. It's a little bit better, but and then where else was it? Oh, the Castaway
Yes.
up on the hill in Burbank. They definitely improved their menu. It's still not super great, but it's a lot better.
Yet to have a meal that I was like, that was an amazing meal in Burbank. It was okay.
Well,
Yeah.
Damon's is better than Smokehouse. I am HO, in my humble opinion. Took me so long
I
to
did.
figure out the
I feel like a
letters.
train
So
went
sad.
by.
Oh, my God. You can cut that out, right, Tony? Cut out the
Just
air.
tighten it up.
Tighten it up.
Yeah.
Suck the air out of that one.
So anyway, Tony went home,
drops.
and then he came back not holding or carrying anything, and with that same sort of like in a cartoon, it'd be like the cat ate the mouse, you know, or does the cat eat a mouse?
The cat who ate the
Ate the
canary.
parrot. Yes,
Canary.
that
That's
one.
Yeah.
Right. If a cat ate a mouse, it'd just
Tweety
be a
bird,
Tuesday.
right?
Yeah, he had that look on his face, and then now tell us. Now you take it.
Yeah, I went home. I got to where, because I had taken it out of my bag this morning and charged it. And I was like, that way I don't have to charge it when I'm there and whatever. And then I thought I had a memory of putting it back in my bag. But I guess I was misremembering. So then I get home and I look to where I had it charging. It was not there. I was like, did I move it over here? Nope, not there. And immediately it's nowhere that it could possibly be. So I'm like, is it just, it's either in my bag somewhere that's not normally, or it got stolen. Thankfully, I have two little slots in the back of my bag. I always put it in the same one. Today, apparently, I put it in the other one.
Yeah.
You're
Didn't even think to
slipping.
check it.
You're slipping. This is it. Downhill from
this is-
here.
Oh, it's already going downhill.
This
Trust
is
me.
This is what I go through is even though I am forgetful and I'm 100% forgetful, I do not lose things.
Same.
I don't-
I'm pretty similar. Yeah.
I don't lose things. I don't lose but I will occasionally set my wallet like on top of the washer.
Yeah.
And then without thinking about it, and then look for like 3 hours for my wallet, and then like, oh, there's my wallet. But the whole time I'm looking, I'm like, I know it's here. Like, I know it's here. Like,
Right.
and that's the frustrating
Well,
part.
it almost got even weirder, and I was like, if this truly is missing, I'm going to get really weirded out. Because also, this same backpack, when we went to Virginia to visit my mom last year, I had my pair of earbuds, and there's bikes at my mom's. And a lot of days I would go out for a bike ride, and I would always take my earbuds. And then one day I went to get the earbuds, and I just could not find them. And looked throughout the house and everywhere. Flo was even helping me look through my bag a million times. She even looked through my bag. Also, we could not find my earbuds. Cut to a couple months ago, after we moved into our new place, I open up my backpack one day, going through. There's the earbuds.
In the same pocket the computer was lost in?
No, but same bag. And the thing, like, we both searched this bag so many times. And then one day, after we moved, because even then I was like, did I somehow, like, when we were moving, throw it in there
Right.
and, like, not? But I had them in Virginia. So, like,
Right.
I never touched them again after that.
Let's see this bag.
Let's see.
Great for the listeners.
Great for the listeners.
All right.
Oh,
It's,
it's got a lot of
So it's-
zippers, a lot
The
of
earbuds are in
compartments.
here.
Right
this
in the
little
front
one
pocket.
But the back has two bigger slots, and
Yeah.
the laptop's always in this part.
Oh, there's
but
two
today-
there's two separate
But they're-
zippered
Yeah. They're
portions.
They're so close together, though. I
Yeah.
see how you did
Yes.
it.
But I always go the one side, and today I did the opposite side.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
my gosh.
Well, you mentioned, I'm glad you're here, and I'm glad the drops are as well, because that was quite a tour de force. Duty.
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 Who is the third duty?
Todd.
Love it. So anyway, you mentioned setting your wallet on the washing machine. That the washing machine figures into the next story.
Okay.
So Daniel was supposed to be here. We were just going to have a regular morning with a computer and with a show. And then I came out of my bedroom and I saw Peter, who is our younger dog, on the carpet, and there was a lot of pink around him. And then I looked and I saw that he, on the ground with him,
You're like gender reveal.
Yeah, right. It was a gender reveal party.
exact. I wish he could have just told me. He did not need to go to such an effort, but still. And on the there was this blister pack of children's probiotics, and I thought, how did he get that? But also, like, oh, phew. At least I don't think, because New Year's Eve was spent taking him to the emergency vet after he ate chocolate, and that was like $3,000+ So I was thinking, well, at least probiotics, that can't be bad for him. You know, pick up the probiotics, like try to get it off of his paws, which are pink, walk in the other room. And then I'm like, wait a minute, there wouldn't be xylitol. Because I know that xylitol, because I've read on the internet, xylitol, which is an artificial sweetener, is very, very dangerous to dogs.
Oh.
And I'm like, there wouldn't be xylitol in that, though, because it's something they give to kids. So it's probably like all natural stuff and blah, blah, blah. I look at it like number one, inactive ingredient, or number one ingredient that's not the probiotics is xylitol. Motherfucker. And so I Google it. I'm like shaking at this point. I Google it and it's like, xylitol is very toxic to, like, just scary.
Oh,
scary.
yeah. I Googled it after you
Yeah.
texted me. I was like, oh,
Terrifying.
shit.
Xylitol is extremely toxic to dogs. Does it cause their body not to release insulin?
I
It
don't
made me
know.
think of your son. I think it said that it causes the body, I think it suppresses the insulin, so then the blood sugar goes really high, and then and death, So I say to Daniel, can you call the pet poison line? Because we've been through this before, and that's what they always have you do. And I'm like, I think you should just take him to the vet. Be on the phone, and can you take him? Well, first I say, I think we need to take him. We can't do the show. And then I say, actually, can you take him and I'll do the show? So he takes him. By the time he gets there, he estimated that Peter probably got 2 tablets. We're trying to do like forensics on this blister pack. There's a bunch missing, but 2 look like a dog, got into them versus humans. But we don't know for sure. And the vet, or the poison control, said for Peter's weight, 4 tablets would be where you should take him to the vet, but you should still go because you can't be sure. So they get him in. And where we are now is they induced vomiting. And I guess it sounds like the vet had said to Daniel, we'll monitor him for 12 hours. And if his blood sugar hasn't changed, then release him. But when Daniel got to the front, the estimate. So anyway, now that I'm not worried about Peter's life, I'm just worried about how expensive this is. If I was worried about his life, I'd be like, take all of our money. We flew to Japan to get heart surgery for Wendy. Like, we're crazy. We'll spend all of our money on an animal if we have to. But if we don't, then I don't want to. So, so Daniel got to the front and they said they want to keep him until 2 p.m. tomorrow. And it's going to be between $3,968 and $4,960.
Right. So
it's $4,900. Yes. It's not going to be
right.
$300.
So
$3,000.
I heard Daniel saying to them, but they told me, he's like, this just seems excessive. They told me 12 hours. And then he said to me, I kind of want to just bring him home now. I'm not. Yeah. So Daniel's going to see if it would be reasonable to bring him home now or in 6 to 8 hours or 12 or whatever. And can we just keep an eye? Are there things we could monitor at home versus, I don't know. Obviously I don't want to, endanger him. What's that?
The pet poison control hotline gets a cut from the vet.
Oh, I bet they do. I bet they do. It's this, and now it all makes sense.
Now it all makes
Here's
sense.
what's gonna happen. They'll be like, okay, that sounds fine, and it saves you $300.
It's on. Yeah.
Hey, a win is a win.
It's only $4,500 instead of.
But then you need to buy medicine that costs $300.
The way that the washer figures into it for anyone someone who's like, wait a minute, this makes no sense.
No,
I couldn't figure out how he got the probiotics. I keep them above the washing machine, and I just did a load of laundry, and it shook so vigorously it shook them off, and he got them. So I need to not keep them there.
Yeah.
Before they had been in a cabinet, but the other similar thing, but probably arguably way scarier. Actually, it wasn't that scary, but everything's fine. We took Owen to the emergency room last weekend because he had a poop blockage. And they handled that. But we didn't know it was that, though. We just knew he hadn't pooped in just 15 days. And nothing was working. And then he got a fever. And then we were like, I don't think this is anything. However, God forbid we sleep on some kind of perforation or sepsis or any of those things.
Right.
So we're going to take him in. So we did that. And since then, though, his pediatrician gave me a protocol that's been working really well, but it includes these probiotics that are going to kill my dog. She mentioned that, and I didn't register, but
she's like, "Look, this is going to work great for your son. It will cost you your dog,
right? Yeah. You got to choose," is what she said.
Sophie's choice.
Yeah.
Boys. Oh my god.
Yeah.
But I was wondering if it was have you ever seen that dog on the internet that takes the chair and pushes it over and gets up on a counter, uses the chair,
I know,
and then gets the chicken nuggets out of the toaster oven or something.
No, I haven't.
But so I wondered,
I've seen things like that.
If he came over and got a step ladder out and got the probiotics.
No, he didn't have to because the washing machine's I got you.
I got this. I got this.
Gonna help you out here.
This will cost you $5,000.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh yeah, it'll cost you.
So the eternal debate is pet insurance, yes or no. I have in the past decided no because based on my math, it's around the same. Either you give it to them and they hold it for you, or you keep it in a bank account and then you just pay it in a large sum when something like this happens. I don't know that you actually save money. But with the frequency with which this is happening, I'm beginning to think maybe we just do pet insurance.
The tough thing is doing it now.
Yeah.
When you do it, because we got it for our puppies. Because they were like, oh, dachshunds, you're going to want it. I'm like, great, we made the right choice.
Back surgery next week.
But yeah, back surgery or
Yeah,
like
they have
whatever,
notoriously,
the
like,
bad teeth or whatever. Anyway, we decided they were like, before it was, they were old enough to go into the vet for the first time. The vet was like, make sure you get your pet insurance. And so I had scheduled a time for them to come in, but then I had to reschedule it because their insurance didn't kick in until 2 days later. And God forbid, they're like, oh, yeah, your dog's allergic to this thing. And then it's like, now it's a pre-existing condition and you don't get any coverage. But the stuff it does cover, it covers really well.
Yeah.
And
I don't know.
Currently, like dumping thousands of dollars on my 18-year-old cat to keep her around for a couple of more weeks is, I'm like, okay, this is, I know it's.
You wish you had gotten insurance for her, or you.
Let's see. She went through a year and a half of cancer treatment.
Oh yeah.
And then she had a major surgery 2 years ago. Yeah, but. But then you're at that, if you have pets, like most people who have pets are like, well, I mean, we pay for it. I mean,
right.
Yeah,
Peter doesn't have pre-existing conditions yet, unless they're going to be like owners that leave dangerous things around.
Yeah.
Right. No, it's the washing machine's fault.
It is.
It's not your fault.
Hey, Samsung.
Uh-oh.
Ooh, tell him, Tony.
Drop it.
Hey, go fuck yourself.
All right.
I have one more thing to say about the pet insurance. A friend of ours has a golden, and when the golden was like 1, she blew her knees out. Who knew dogs had knees? But
I would have guessed.
that is not how I thought that sentence would end.
But they paid for everything, like even like swimming rehab and everything. Yeah, the insurance paid for everything. So that's just a story that.
I should do it. Who do you remember who you guys are?
True Panion.
Yes, I've heard of them.
Yeah. I don't know how, I can't remember how I ended up with that one. So it seemed good.
I mean, they get decent reviews.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy? I've never had a pet insurance sponsor. Now is the time.
Now's the time.
Time.
Someone
call us, True Panion.
That's right. Okay, so that's what's going on.
The lines are open, True Panion.
In my end of the world, what's going on with Jeff and Brooke and Tony?
I'm exhausted.
Okay.
Speaking of Virginia, our niece got married in Virginia, but not like just outside of D.C. It was like you flew to D.C., you drove 3.5 hours.
This is the wedding that Gaddis wanted you to take acid at.
Yes, and we didn't do it because it's true. I was worried that we would get busted at the airport for acid.
Yeah.
I mean, Gaddis, I don't know how he's not in prison. Because just when he was telling us how many drugs he takes on the airplane.
I know.
And I'm like, and then the little card from the guy that, remember the inspector wanted to show him,
yes.
I found all your drugs.
He left a card saying like inspected by the TSA, like next to his weed.
Yeah, right. So, and it was like hidden. So he knew he looked and found it.
Yeah.
But so it's like, I mean, it just was a lot. It was a lot. And then we got back and had house guests.
Oh, that's a lot.
And they just and we love them. They're so fun. But it's like, I mean, I literally have nothing left to give. So I'm just going to go under this table and just lay there. I'll take the mic though and moan every so often. How about
Good.
that?
Chip in if
Chip
you
in.
chip in.
Chip in.
Chip in. That doesn't sound right.
I think it is though. Chip in.
You like chip in for a dinner or something, but
you can chip in
weigh
conversation.
in. Weigh in.
Weigh in. Okay.
Weigh in.
Yeah.
Wendy and I came up with, after going to a destination wedding, we came up with a rule that if you're invited to a destination wedding and you are pretty certain it's not going to last, that you are free to not go to that wedding. Because we went to one that was, and it was just in Ojai, but it was like.
Is that a destination wedding?
It is.
Okay.
You have to drive there. It's not across town.
That's true, yeah.
And people had to come from different places.
Well, and in traffic, I mean, because Charlie's from Santa Barbara, and we would go up to visit his dad. Sometimes, I mean, one time it took us like 4 hours.
Yeah,
it
is.
Yeah.
It was
yeah,
like,
yeah.
It's a shitty it can be really shitty drive. But they expected everybody to come and stay 2 days. And we were like, we'll drive up the day of the wedding because we did not like the groom. He was a total fucking tool.
Was that in your toast? Hopefully.
We did not get to toast. No, because all of the toasts were literally like our friend was the bride, and it was just like they just kept saying how lucky she was to be getting him and what a great guy he was. And it was like that, like 6 or 7 toasts exactly like that. And we were like, what's happening?
Right. What kind of programming is happening?
This is so fucking weird.
Yes.
And then finally the bride had like 3 of her college friends came up and gave a toast. And it kind of, they didn't say this, but it kind of read like, you can get out if you want to help you get out. But Wendy was like massively pregnant with Milo, who is now 15. And they obviously expected everybody to drive up the day before or get in the day before and stay over. But we're like, we'll just come up on Saturday. And you got to the hotel, and the last bus to take you up to where the wedding was literally at like 4, and check-in was at 4. And we were like, and so we had thought,
really couldn't come.
We had thought like, oh, we're gonna go and we'll relax, take a shower, get dressed. No, we had to ask to like, can we please get in our room early so that we could just change into our, or we were like, we're gonna have to just change in the bathroom.
Yeah.
We're just gonna have to change in the bathroom and leave our stuff here at the front. We did get into our room and we got on it, and it was like going up this treacherous mountain road on like one of those really tall like shuttle buses.
Oh, the Sprinter van things.
Yeah,
that always
like
seem like the center of gravity's too high.
And it's like the road is like wide enough for like 75% of the vehicle to be on it. It's like, I don't know if you've ever seen the movie Wages of Fear or the remake called Sorcerer with Roy Scheider, but it's all about guys who take a very high risk, high pay job of transporting nitroglycerin through the Amazon. And that's all I could think of is like, this is what's happening. Like Wendy was like, we're going to die in this bus just going up to the wedding.
I'm like sweating just hearing about it. I don't even like to go to Malibu.
Well, yeah.
That happened to us in the Virginia one though, because the resort was at is like a ski resort.
No more summits.
But yeah, and we went up the second we turned up to go to the resort. Blinding fog.
Has no one seen Force Majeure? Has no one here seen Force Majeure?
I have not. No.
Oh, that's where they did a remake of it. That's where like there's the family goes to this ski resort and they're sitting out on the balcony overlooking, like you can see the mountain, and they see an avalanche. They're like, that's interesting. And they're like, oh, that's starting to come really close. And it ends up like hitting the hotel. But what happens is the dad like bolts to save himself. And then the rest of the movie is like, okay, so you did that. I mean, it's an amazing movie.
You didn't save the family.
Yeah. So like,
who plays the dad?
It's a French film, I think. Or so,
yeah, of course.
So Jean-François Breton.
Maybe in Cyr.
Yeah. Sure. Anyway, yeah. But yeah, so that's all I can think about with stuff like that. It's like we had to go up like this thing and then like going up to like, oh, tell me the story about what it was called.
I have to know, are they still together?
No.
Okay, good.
No.
I mean, or bad.
No, he's
what was
fucking
called?
horrible. The place that, wasn't it called The Edge?
Oh no! That was the restaurant.
Wait,
so we get there, we're gonna meet Charlie's family out on because it's his side of the family, and they're like, come to there's a restaurant that's called The Edge, and it's on the edge of a mountain, so we couldn't find it, and there's fog. I mean, it's still you're blind, but and so this guy that worked at the hotel was like, oh, I'll take you there, I'll take you out there, and we're walking toward it, and I just say as a joke, I'm like, anyone ever fall off the edge? And he goes, yeah, every couple years someone will just walk right off, and I'm like, what? I mean, we're literally, and you can't see anything, and it's like, okay, I guess we're going off the side. Yeah.
And then was it at the hotel where they were like, don't go out walking
Oh, because of the bears?
Well, no, if you get lost.
Oh, if you get lost. Oh, that was the other thing. He also was like, yeah, and if you go hiking and you get lost, don't call the front desk. That happened a few years ago, and we couldn't find them, and they died. You should call the police. We're just like, what is happening?
I love
And the bears. And there were signs everywhere. It was like, don't approach a bear. And I'm like, I can't see a bear. You literally could be like, walk into a bear because you can't see.
I love that, like, there's like a restaurant or a hotel that's just like, I feel free to enjoy the nature around here. We take no responsibility. If you go off on your own, do not call us.
Don't call the
We will
front
not
desk.
help you. We are helpless to help you. Call someone else.
Was it beautiful aside from all of this?
The fog did not lift until the actual ceremony. Thank God. Because we had to go back down it was 8, like once we turned into the fogs, it was 8 miles.
Oh my gosh.
Winding. And then so we had to go back down, and thankfully no fog came for the wedding. But it was foggy. So we never saw the view until literally like as we were going to the venue. It was pretty. It was, but it's like
Totally
dear
worth
God.
it, sounds like.
and it was, I finally understood. It was on Sunday.
Mm.
And we're like, what? Sunday? So Charlie had to take off Monday. We couldn't fly.
Oh, that
I'm
made
like,
me
why?
furious when you told me it was on Sunday.
Yeah.
I was like, you're having a destination wedding, and so I have to like fucking fly out on a Friday.
Yeah, we
probably,
flew out on Friday.
and I have to fly, and then I'm going to have to fly back on a fucking Monday.
Right.
Come on.
Yeah. And you couldn't get like an early flight because you had the 3.5 hour drive. So
Right.
we took like a 5 o'clock flight on Monday. night. Yeah, but it was just, the reason it was on a Sunday, we found out in the ceremony that it was on April 26th. They had their first date on April 26th. He proposed on April 26th. And so.
Oh, so they chose the Sunday
they
versus like the
chose-
venue being like,
Right,
could
that's
fit you
what
in
we
on
thought. Maybe
Sunday.
it's less expensive
Yeah.
on a Sunday. No, it was for that reason.
He's like, I can only remember one date.
One date. That's right. I
please.
can't remember.
Oh,
I know. I
Don't make
know.
me, if it's April 25th, like how the fuck am I going to remember that? Like it's the day before the day I remember? What? That's fucking insane. Go fuck yourself. We're having it on the 26th.
Do you have people in your life that are like, it's our first date anniversary. And I'm like, I have no clue what the first date was. I can barely remember the anniversary.
Yes, ours is May 8th, but I always go, is it May 8th or May 7th or May 8th or May 7th? And I think it's, for some reason, no, March. My new thing.
Okay.
This is a new glitch in my brain.
Okay.
As of a few years ago.
March and May?
Yes.
Really?
Okay.
Do you have that too?
No.
Or you just picked up that I do? 'Cause
No,
I just did it.
I sorry. I turned to the end of the book and I told you.
That's
the end
fine.
of the
No,
book.
I was taking too long to get there.
I don't
Lately,
know-
I've been messing. And April and August. Like,
April and
I've been able to handle the 12 months my entire life. Why my brain has now decided you get 10.
I know
And-
why.
Yeah.
I know why. Because it's here in Los Angeles.
It's all the same.
It could be 4th of July. It could be Christmas.
Yes.
It's the same weather.
Right.
And you're like, you just don't.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to give you some
Thank
grace
you.
on that.
Thank you for that.
I'm on your
grace.
side today.
Thank you. I love
Girl
that.
power.
Yeah. Don't be scared, guys. We're the kind of girls who love men, right?
Don't worry, guys.
Don't worry.
Guys.
We're trad wives.
Don't worry.
wearing a bra. So what was I? Oh yeah. So anyway, yes, it's March 8th, but I always think it's March 7th, and I don't. It's because my brain is doing the May-March thing with the 7-8 thing.
Is this the anniversary or the first date?
The anniversary.
The anniversary.
Yes. The first date I actually sort of remember because what we consider our first date, although we've been hanging out, but the first time we kissed and then we're like, oh, we're going to be together in this way, was my birthday. So that I do remember,
Oh,
but we
okay.
don't celebrate that as anything other than my birthday.
Yeah, don't move in on your birthday with that.
Don't annex my birthday.
We have, Wendy remembered it, certainly, when our first date was.
Well, because you
And-
guys were friends for so
Yeah,
long.
and so I put it in my calendar. That's the only way I see it come up, and I'm like, oh, that.
I don't think I know the story, even though I probably do know the story. I don't think I remember the story.
Well, I mean, it's not. I mean, she was one of the first people I met when I moved out here because I started taking improv classes, and she had started at IO West like a month before. So she was basically like one level above me or however long before.
And remains so.
Yes. Yeah. She's now many
Yeah,
levels.
that's not one.
Many
One
levels.
is not the right number.
But then we like did just like a billion improv shows together, and then we would eventually then we started just like going out and complaining about our dating lives to each other, and that only has one end.
I've seen that
end
rom-com.
scenario
What did I say? What did I say? When you were like telling all your bad dating stories, I'm like, why don't you date Wendy? She's amazing.
No,
and
I
he
got
was
that
like,
from-
we're just friends.
I got that from a lot of people. It's
No,
true.
it was me.
It was just you.
I'm responsible for
All right,
your
it's just you.
happiness.
So then what changed though?
I think it was just like the realization that oh, like when I'm thinking about like going out, the person I want to hang out with is Wendy.
It's so when Harry met Sally.
Oh,
You know, and so it was
isn't
just
it?
like, and so, but then it was like, because we'd been friends for so long, I mean, when you start like making out with like your close friend, you're like, this is so weird.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
How
You
long
know?
had you guys been friends?
3 years.
Yeah, that was a long time.
It was a long time. Yeah. But I mean, we were like, both of us were dating a bunch of other people, you know? And so, yeah. And so then, but like, I remember our anniversary because I wanted to make sure I got married before I turned 40. That was important to me for some reason at the time. Looking
That's
back,
interesting. I did not know that.
yeah. And then, so we got married on the 28th of January in Las Vegas. And at the shortest of ceremonies, you were there.
Mm-hmm. I was
She
there.
was Brooke was one of my best men. Brooke and my 3 male friends that I've known since I was 13.
Were they at your party?
Yes, those 3 guys.
Yes.
Yeah. And so they were my wedding party and then it worked out because Wendy has 4 siblings and there's 3 girls and a boy. And so I had 3 boys and a girl. And
Nice.
It worked out nicely. It was really
It was
nice.
a great wedding.
But it was like such a fast ceremony that like friends of ours like showed up literally like they were like 5 minutes late and we were almost done. So they like sat down and then they're like, oh, we're back up again. I guess. And then we waited a month to take our honeymoon. And so I had my 40th birthday in Hawaii on our
nice.
honeymoon, which was nice. So yeah, and that's
And now
20 years ago.
Yeah, now we're 60.
Yeah.
I'm not 60 yet. I'm so much younger than you.
I'm 60 years dead.
60.
So speaking of 60, I went to your birthday party.
Yes.
Which was
Thank
delightful.
you.
I
It
got to
was
meet a
fun.
lot of the Kansas friends.
Yeah.
I got to hear their toasts.
Yeah.
And then we talked about it on the episode with Gaddis that you were not here for about Brooke's performance as a young Jeff Drake, where
Yes,
she
she
dressed
had a mullet wig and she was dressed like a TGI Fridays server.
and she sang "Sail Away, Sweet Sister."
Sail Away, Sweet Sister.
by Queen, a song that no one is familiar with.
No one
but
knows.
it really is good.
It's a great song.
a
It's
great
from the
song.
game. It's which most people know for like Crazy Little Thing Called Love and Another One Bites the Dust. And it's
Yes, those
it's a
we do know.
It's a
Yes.
fantastic album.
Yeah.
But like for some reason, and it's so funny because then once that song came up, then I could backtrack like a few weeks before that. Like Wendy was like, you know, who would you say your favorite is some band your
Right,
favorite
right.
band? And I was like, I don't know. Like, I think maybe ultimately I have to go back to Queen because I tend to listen to Queen. Like I have to do a whole listen through of Queen at least once a year. And she was like, what's your favorite song? And I was like, oh gosh, you know, and I was like, and I was
thought
like
you'd
that.
make
I was like,
conversation.
afterwards, I was like, that's good. That's interesting. Like all these years
years
later,
together,
she's asked me that. But I'm such an idiot. Wendy has thrown a surprise party for me 3 times in my life. And each time she's like, oh, certainly you knew it was coming. I'm like, I Did not at all. Did not suspect. Didn't think it was a possibility coming up. I have been surprised each and every time. So, not a great detective, I guess.
So
no
what was
Columbo there?
No.
what was the experience of your 60th party like for you? I was very entertained.
It was a lot of fun. And then like Brooke and did Steve go with us too, or was it
No,
just
Steve and
Steve
Polly
had to.
went
They had
home,
to
but
leave.
they
Yeah,
had
so
to
it was Brooke and my two friends John and John, who were also my best man in my wedding party, rather. And we went to Wood Ranch.
Yeah, Wood
So like we left the party, went to Wood Ranch, had food, and then I got home and I'm like, I'm so I didn't have anything to drink at Wood Ranch. It was like an hour after the party. I was like, I'm so fucking drunk right now. Still.
So funny because he just
I did not. I mean, I definitely was like, oh fuck, I've had too much. I let them overserve me. I was going to say they overserved me, but like I totally let them do it. Happily. Yes, I'll have another one of those drinks. Thank you kindly.
Yeah, it was at Broken Compass, which you've been to, Tony.
Yeah, I have.
It's a lot. I like
It's
that
a
place
tiki
a lot.
bar.
Yeah, it was
and
fun.
they have a lot of cool drinks.
Yeah, so it was so fun. It was such a great place to go. It was such a good night. I took one picture with my oldest son before the night, and that's the only picture I took of the entire evening. I don't know if anybody took videos of the toasts, but I would love to see them
Yeah.
because I vaguely remember them. I remember being very moved by them, but like specifics, not so clear.
Well, your one friend talked about the happiest time in his life was when he was playing wiffle ball in the halls of the Alternative Weekly with you.
Yeah. Oh, we played that's how we would pass the time while we were waiting for because it was, you still like use the wax to paste up the pages of so they would print out the pages and you would have to send physical, like a huge giant box to the printer for them to, and now everything is, by the time I left there, it was mostly being done digitally. Like they would mock it up on the computer and just send it digitally. So we'd have to wait around for all of the boards to be done. And so we played wiffle ball in different offices.
You talked about being haunted by mistakes on it was Stong coffee, right?
Stong.
Is that a strong
pour
coffee?
yourself a Stong cup of coffee was the
Mistakes
mistake on the cover of the,
It reminded me, this magazine that I worked at called Mean Street was a music magazine. I was not responsible for this mistake because I wasn't an editor there. But I would go to South by Southwest with my friends who were I wrote for it, and a bunch of us would go to South by Southwest every year. And I think the first year we went, and we would take the magazine with us. First year we went, Bad Religion was on the cover, but they had spelled it Bad Religion.
Oh, God.
And that was like the issue that they were handing to people. Yeah. But it was in a font
Brett
where
Gurewitz.
it
Is it in Bad Religion?
Yeah.
it was in like
That's the only pull I could do on the band.
a stylized enough font that you couldn't totally
Right.
see
You're like,
it.
am I seeing? Yeah. Am I not seeing it correctly?
But if you,
Is it-
but there definitely was that it was religion.
I mean, I cannot tell you. I looked at that. I looked at that so many times.
And you had You
I
had
had a dream about it. Then I woke up. I was like, oh fuck, that dream stuck with me. And then I went in and looked at the physical copy had come out. I looked at the cover. I was like, phew, no mistakes. And then like a second later, somebody walked in and was like, hey, did you see the mistake on the cover? I was like, what? Yeah, pour yourself a Stong cup of coffee. I was like, God, fucking damn it.
Stong.
But it was like an Art Deco font that was kind of tall and thin. So it's like
You should have started another band.
Stong cup of coffee.
Stong cup of
Yeah.
coffee.
Yeah.
I feel like the Art Deco fonts and designs. I don't know if they were popular with all alt weeklies, but at the OC Weekly, whenever we needed art for a story, I feel like our editor would like bring in Art Deco stock images, and that's always the direction he went. I don't know why.
That's so pretty.
It is. I guess so. You know
It
what
is
else?
pretty.
You know what else is really pretty?
What?
Could it
Tell
be?
us, Alice.
It's Quince. It's clothing from Quince. I don't know if you're familiar with Quince, but I am addicted to buying stuff from them. My favorite sweaters, my favorite clothing is from Quince. They have stuff for men, women. They have stuff for the home. The candle that is in our home right now, Quince Bois de Santal is the scent. I also have, I think it's is it mulberry fig? I think so. And then the third one is greenhouse, and it's got like a tomato note. It's green and tomatoey. It's so good. It is very fresh. And then I also can't stop buying clothing for my children from Quince. They have great pajamas. And then I mentioned on the last episode that somehow we've lost 6 pairs of Elliot's pants. But we found a pair yesterday. They were in a ball behind the toy chest.
Yeah.
In the living room,
Yeah.
as so often happens. So now we've only lost 5 pairs, but we've gained 2 because I've bought 2 from Quince, and they're very soft and they're really made well. Everything at Quince is priced 50 to 80% less than similar brands. They work directly with ethical factories and cut out the middlemen, so you're paying for quality and craftsmanship, not brand markup. Refresh your everyday with luxury you'll actually use. Head to quince.com/AllisonRosen for free shipping on your order and 365-day returns, now available in Canada too. That's quince.com, QUINCE.com/AllisonRosen for free shipping and 365-day returns. Quince.com, QUINCE.com/AllisonRosen, quince.com/AllisonRosen. Pause because I was like, am I going to make a 366 day on a leap year joke? And then I thought, no, not going to do it.
But now you kind of did, though.
I did, but I don't think it has to count.
Okay.
You
so
know?
I should cut that out.
No, leave it. But if any, but when after I've died, when people are taking stock of what I did, tell them that one didn't count.
All right. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
What's the Tony report?
Boy, nothing too exciting. Coming up, I have a few shows coming up. Going to the UK for the first time again in a long. Well, not the first time, but first time in like a decade.
Is this your first time since they? Wait, do they use the euro now?
No, not in England. It's still the pound.
Yeah.
Well, then forget that riveting currency question.
It was the pound even before they left the EU, right? They've never.
Did they
left.
ever? They never switched.
They never switched.
Okay.
They've never switched.
Strike that one too. That one
Where
didn't count.
where in the UK are you going to be playing?
London. Let me see. I forget.
New York, London, Paris, Munich. Everybody talk about pop music. No, okay.
I like that pop music.
You have to say it.
Hertfordshire.
Oh,
Hertfordshire.
You know they say it some other
correctly.
way. Yeah.
Leeds and Dublin. I've only been to Ireland once, so I am excited to see a little more of Dublin,
Leeds.
hopefully. But yeah, I've been a bunch, but it's been like, this is going to be like my 18th time there or something
Oh my
like that to the UK.
that's right.
So yeah, got that. And this week, listen to this.
I am all
Strap in.
Backle up.
Backle up.
Backle up.
Backle the walls.
Backle up.
Backle up. Oh,
So-
Brooke just popped out from her perch under the desk.
I just waking up, guys.
So in LA this week, and I forget how long it goes on for, but that Netflix is a joke
Yes.
festival is happening.
Sure.
And I've been a David Letterman fan from a very weirdly young age, and he's doing a couple of nights at the Montalban Theater. And I remembered that the other day because Flo saw that Flight of the Conchords was doing something at Largo. She tried to get tickets, didn't get tickets, and then that I was like, oh yeah, that's happening. I should see when the Letterman thing is and if there's tickets. Tuesday, his guest is, I think this is the order. Tuesday, his guest is John Mulaney. Thursday, his guest is Martin Short.
Ooh.
I ended up getting tickets to both.
Wow.
Oh my God.
One, would you guys like to guess how much I paid for tickets?
Yes, I would.
I'll say one was twice as much as the other for some reason.
Okay.
I hope it was Martin Short that was twice as much.
It actually was not.
Really?
Yes.
Mulaney was.
And these were, I didn't realize it at the
No
time, but I
offense
think
to
they were, to full
great.
disclosure, I believe they were,
House
what do you call it? Like second, like, where they're,
StubHub.
I bought them through StubHub and then they got
Someone-
transferred. Somebody
okay.
bought them and then couldn't use them or something. And
I feel like if they were really expensive, your tone and your attitude about it would be different. I feel like it was presented in a like, look what I got away with kind of thing.
Like,
but I could be wrong.
So it's something like 20-40. So it's so ridiculously low. It's $20 and $40.
I'm gonna say 50-100.
I'm gonna say the most expensive one was $400.
For the John Mulaney tickets, I paid $30, and for Martin Short, $15.
That is bonkers.
Whoa!
Yeah.
We all overbid though.
I know.
You were-
so
you
we're
were-
all-
Brooke was very close,
Like,
though.
That's what because it seemed like you were going for like, I can't believe the deal.
Oh, resale was the word you were going
Yes,
for.
there you go.
Oh.
So wait,
My brain's working great.
Originally-
No, I was
originally,
all cylinders.
I
Were
think
they,
were-
are they more?
Yeah. Well, because I know he did this a couple years ago, and we went to one of them a couple years ago, and same thing. I bought like resale ones, but I know initially when I looked, I was like, oh, I'm not going to go because they were like hundreds of dollars.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. So I could not believe it was so. Yeah. And the theater's small, so there's not a bad,
Where is
even
the
if you're in,
Montalban?
It's in Hollywood.
Yeah, it's on. Is it Vine that it's on?
I think so. I believe
I
so.
saw when Mulaney and Kroll did "Oh Hello" here before they went to
oh,
Broadway.
that
That's
long
where it
ago.
was at
Oh,
the
they did there.
Montalban.
Oh my gosh.
Nice.
That's so
And
funny.
saw it there, and I was like, and I mean, the Netflix version of it is very funny, but to see it with no idea what it was,
Yeah.
like Wendy and I came out of it, we're like, that is maybe the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life. It was
They're
bananas.
hilarious.
It was so funny. That's so great though that's cheap. We just had a bonding moment as a family to try to get tickets to Geese. And the great thing about it is it's Hollywood Forever, so it's like not Live Nation or Ticketmaster, and so it's like you can only buy 4 tickets, and the ticket prices were not that expensive. I mean, considering what they could be, because I can't remember what recent show I went to. It was a big show, and the ticket fee was the same price as the ticket. It was like $100. It was $100 ticket fee.
It's insane.
Unreal.
How can they-
But anyway, we ended up getting our Geese tickets for but it was me and Wendy. Wendy was at work. We were on a conference call, me and Wendy, and then our friends Jeb and Neela, who like one of Milo's best friends is their son, and they're in a band together. And so like we were all trying to get tickets for both nights, and we ended up getting tickets to both nights. And Wendy and I are probably definitely going to both nights because Geese are pretty amazing.
I think I'm the only person in the world who hasn't heard Geese. But
I don't know Geese.
But I've heard
Yeah.
I've heard people say it's like that's their favorite new band.
Oh.
They're really good. I like
Do they
them
do
a lot.
Standards?
No,
Great
they
American
do not.
Songbook?
No, they don't do the Great American Songbook.
Okay, well then I'm
But
thinking of
it's the
someone
cutest
else.
thing in the world is like my 6-year-old is now getting into their music. And so like just this morning they have I can't speak French, but there's a song called, it's AU is the first word, and then the second word is PAYS, au pays du, and the last word is cocaine. So it's au pays du cocaine. It says, my 6-year-old was like, can I have au pays du cocaine by Geese? I was like, 100%.
Is that a
country
line?
does cocaine? A country of cocaine?
I don't know. It's such
Is
a good song
Pais-
though.
Well, I would think PAIS is
It's such a good song.
and AU is with. So
With-
no, maybe it's not.
with-
no, it's of.
But like,
Of
Oh my God, why am I
country-
trying to do this? I
Of
clearly don't remember.
of country of cocaine? Or
We look it up, Tony.
Yeah.
I don't know.
but like the lead singer has a really distinctive voice that's kind of it's kind of an acquired taste a little bit, but it's so good. I love their stuff so much.
What is the style?
Hard to say. It's like they've been called. It's like he's got a super emotional voice, like, and so it's
Eddie
like
Vedder or something? Or
Like Jeff Buckley?
he's kind of in like the Eddie Vedder, like, because he's got like that
Interesting, yeah.
lower voice, and but they also have a couple of songs that are just great
Bops?
rock tunes, and but they also it's just they're all really good players, and they're the type of band like that, like,
Do they have a keyboard?
yes.
do they have a Goose?
They
Like,
don't.
Where did geese
But there is also, I know.
There's a goose over there.
There is also a band called Goose, I believe.
Oh, really?
And so don't confuse
So they
the
made
two.
theirs better.
So they were
No, like
choosing
they're-
More
between
of them.
Goose 182.
Yeah.
Goose one.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
Tony, do you like them?
I actually have not heard them either.
Oh, they're so good.
Look, this is
I'm so
force
bad
majeure
about
all
keeping
over
up with
again.
new music these
It's
days.
Well, it's the fun part is like that's the wild part about having a 15-year-old is like he's like introducing me to like bands like that and like Jordy Greep and Black Midi and like all of these bands.
none of this.
Thundercat and
Yeah,
like
no
Lewis
Thundercat.
Cole
I like
and
Thundercat.
all of
Oh, I love Lewis Cole.
Yeah, he's great.
Yeah.
And so like I'm like, oh, this is great. Like it's been so many years since I've been like since I've known stuff when it came out. You know, because it's just like I don't listen to the radio at all, and you know it's easier when you're younger. But also like he's like getting heavily into like Steely Dan and like
weird.
and like late 70s Earth, Wind and Fire.
I had to hit 40 before I appreciated Steely Dan.
But it's just like
impressive.
I was like I told some of my friends back home, I was like, my son is getting into Steely Dan and I had nothing to do with it. It just happened. I don't know what to know
That
what
was
to
the
say about it.
A-track we used to listen to.
It was.
Your
Steely
Ford
Dan
Fairmont?
Asia.
Was it the Ford Fairmont?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Ford
I had a
Fairmont.
Ford Fairmont with an 8-track player, and that was one of the eight tracks I had.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can only have a few 8 tracks.
Yeah.
In my mom's Chrysler, we had soundtrack to Camelot, and
Okay.
we had it was like a collection of Broadway show tunes. It was like
Sure.
I think it was called Showstoppers.
Oh, that sounds
It was
awesome.
pretty good.
My dad bought, like, he was notoriously cheap, and so he finally like one day, like mid to late 70s, bought like a stereo for the house, and it was a Sony, which was a big deal then because Sony was like not super like ubiquitous at the time.
Well, it was foreign.
But I mean, it was like, you know, all together, like record player, radio, 8-track player, all in one,
Yeah,
2
yeah.
speakers. And then he went out and bought like 28 tracks and then never bought an 8-track, never bought music again in his life. But just like literally like
That was it.
bought a stereo. Here's a bunch of 8 tracks. All done. But it was
That'll
like
last
it was like Saturday Night Fever and ABBA, a bunch of ABBA, and then Buddy Holly's greatest hits and the Platters' greatest
I feel like
hits,
it's a
and like
decent
I mean,
collection.
and so it was like Carole King Tapestry on 8-track, also an amazing album, but it was like it was just all over the place, and then never again like came home with like I bought a new album. It's amazing.
You know what's upsetting is that cars don't come with CD players anymore. Like we have a 2025 Hyundai. Love it. Tucson hybrid. Love it.
That
Shout
is
out.
exactly how it's supposed to be produced.
Hyundai. But and I'm like, because I don't have everything downloaded on my iPhone and all that. And I'm like,
You need
and I
the
have
CD.
so many CDs, and in my Mercury Mariner hybrid 2008, which I love that car, but it had a 6-changer.
Yeah,
I always had the 6-changer going, plus the 1. You get the 1 plus the 6-changer, and it was just heavenly.
Wow, that sounds so much easier to deal with than
I know.
stepping up to like the current,
Apple Music or
you know,
Spotify.
like having things on.
I know, but I had to boycott Spotify.
Oh yeah, a lot of
Because-
people did.
I'm like, because if you can pay Joe Rogan that, you can pay the artists more than a penny
don't worry.
a song.
Don't worry, they're paying the labels though. So don't
Oh,
worry.
okay.
The labels are
Okay.
getting all
The
their
labels
money.
are getting
Yeah,
everything.
yeah.
Oh, my God.
That's how all the music is still up there.
But
Tony,
that's-
did you find out about this cocaine song?
In the land of cocaine.
Oh, you
in
were
the land
right.
of cocaine. Yeah, because I think país, or I don't know how you say it. Country. Yeah, land, country. Yeah.
Doesn't seem like a very
That-
good message for children.
Yeah. Cosmo.
It's amazing to hear a 6-year-old
Doing
say
cocaine
that. Can
blow.
you play? Because we trade off songs. Okay, Cosmo, it's your turn. Can you play "Oh Pays to Cocaine" by Geese? Yes, I can.
Speaking of of me being a school marm. Have you noticed that cigarettes are making a comeback?
Oh, good.
No.
I have.
Oh, good. I've got a lot of stock in tobacco.
I have a friend, there's a woman. It's Harris Whittle's sister, Stephanie Whittles Wax, who has been on the show. She's great. It's funny. I felt like I had to step.
Whittles Wax?
Yeah.
That's a real name?
It's
Whittles
two
Wax?
Names.
Whittles?
and then
hyphen
Wax.
So it's her maiden and
Is
married?
Whittles. Yeah, and
Oh,
Wax,
that's-
WACH.
That's the greatest thing I've ever
I know,
heard.
it's fun. It's good. It's funny. I said I have a friend, and then I'm like, wait, I don't know if we're officially friends. I don't want to overshoot.
Oh,
I'm
boy.
friendly with. So she's been posting a lot about how with everything going on in the world, we should just bring back smoking and like, God, don't you miss smoking? And a lot of missing smoking stuff.
Uh-huh.
But she's not actually smoking. You know, she'll like pretend with a candy cigarette and like, you know, ladies, why are we not all smoking?
Wait,
They still make they still make candy cigarettes.
That's
It seems
right.
insane.
Yeah.
yeah,
It does,
it's
yeah.
insane they've ever made
They
them,
should make that-
especially now.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
You
should
could
make
get
candy
you could
for all
get a
candy.
cigar that was all bubble gum. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember having them. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think there's been articles in, I don't know, I just, all of a sudden this message is everywhere. To which I say, it's fun to talk about how we should all be smoking, but let's not actually bring it back. Like, it's pretty bad for you.
If it replaced vaping, then I would be like, okay, maybe that's a fair trade-off.
Maybe that's a
But
lateral
at
move.
least the vaping though doesn't have the linger smell.
No,
Right,
that's true.
and the secondhand
I- yeah.
aspect.
What happened? Remember for a while, like the vapes were blowing people's lips off or something? Like it would, the battery would blow up your face. Was that, am I not remembering that well? I just remember
it
there were a
sounds
couple
like-
of cases and I'm like, oh my God, why would
I
you?
don't know.
It sounds like something that could have happened.
Is it a?
My God.
Do you know anyone who lost?
Who lost their lips?
I mean, I know you're not 60 yet, but it does sound like a
sounded
crazy
like a
fever
crazy-
dream of a 60-year-old.
Yeah.
No, I feel like that's happened.
It does.
Right.
Apparently, it's rare, but it has happened. I
Okay.
guess.
So someone, their lips, it blow
And
your
they're
face
like,
off.
totally worth it.
Totally worth it.
Totally worth it.
I've never smoked ever, but I
Really?
Always-
Like you've never had one cigarette?
I've tried, but I don't get it because to me, I don't know how you make it normal.
Oh,
like,
yeah, it takes a
it's like,
while.
it's yes, and also like if you're in a fire, let's say this caught on fire right now,
Great.
and,
Fun thought experiment.
Yeah.
Keep going.
and the if we
Smoking,
inhale the
like-
smoke, we
yeah.
die.
Yes.
You die. And
Yeah.
then so I don't understand like how that works, like how you make it so it goes in. I never could figure it out, but I love the idea of it. I always wanted to go out on the smoking lounge in high school and I'm like, they're cool.
Our high school had a smoking lounge.
Did you smoke in it?
No, I bought one pack of. I tried to smoke. It didn't take. Don't worry, everybody. I smoked my weight in marijuana. So at that age, so in my early teens, I smoked quite a bit of it. And it was probably
Jazz
the best stuff
cigarettes.
there is because I got it in Kansas City. So well known,
marijuana.
well known for its marijuana. No, I bought one pack of Marlboro Lights and did not finish it.
And that's your whole experience with smoking too.
Yeah, I did not. I even though like at the time I was smoking a lot of pot. Like I was like it's sort of the same thing. I
Yeah,
don't
I'm like,
get
I
it.
didn't go
I was
get
like,
it how it just
Yeah.
becomes this.
Why? Why am I
Natural.
doing this?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if I'm going to hold smoke in my lungs, there's sort of an end result that I would prefer,
Right.
And that's not just like, oh, that's kind of a
Yeah.
mild buzz
Yeah.
for a
And
moment.
lung cancer.
Right.
Yeah.
If you're gonna get
If
it,
I'm going to get lung cancer,
you're gonna get high.
Yeah, I'm going to get high and go swing on swings at a public playground
Sure.
with Brooke Dillman.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, we were cool.
We were so cool.
So I
cool.
hear you guys have a new debate.
We've got a couple of
Like
things that have been
here.
percolating.
Yes. So it was, Jeff has the new puppies. Jeff and Wendy, they have the new puppies.
Gingerbread and Jaws.
Gingerbread and Jaws.
And they're so cute. And I was like, oh my gosh, have you found any of their teeth? Isn't it cute? Their little baby teeth. And I was like, I still have some of Matchstick's and Brisket's baby teeth. And he was like, what?
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm going to send you a picture. I've got it. And I sent him a picture.
And I said, don't send me a picture of your dog's teeth. Just, I mean, you know, like a normal person might say to somebody who said, I'm going to send you a picture of my dog's teeth.
But I'm like, it's sweet.
Loose
It's like,
teeth.
I'm like, it's like we don't have children. They're like our
Right.
children. So I have the baby teeth of
Sure.
my children. And it's like, and then I was like, you don't have any of your children's teeth?
You
like
don't?
you haven't kept a tooth?
No, she was asking me that. Yes, we do.
Okay.
We do have. But when you have 4 also, there comes a point that you're like, I don't know where those teeth went. You know, there's plenty.
Yeah.
It's like the Bob's Burgers episode where it's like, you know, everybody assumes Linda has all of them. She's like, I don't have all of them. I mean, you know, you get them out to play with and you lose a couple.
But yeah, so I sent it, and I sent the picture, and he's screaming at me like, "Why would you send me a picture of teeth? This is so gross." I'm like, "It's cute to keep your baby." No, nobody's on my side.
Girl code. I'm on your side.
Thank you.
I have Wendy's teeth. Just go, girl. I do have Wendy's teeth.
And she also has her dog Wendy's teeth.
She has. Wait, Wendy lost all her teeth. Your wife?
No, just a couple, and she sent them to Allison. It was some
For
bad.
safekeeping, yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Because
I
you know Jeff doesn't take care of the teeth.
right. I have.
Jeff doesn't care about
He
these.
doesn't care.
I do need to find a better place for my children's teeth, though, because they are in Ziploc bags with either E or O written on them, stuffed into my underwear drawer. Like there's no organization. There's just a million Ziplocs of teeth in there.
And there's just a
'cause that-
TSA.
Yes.
And there's like, we have inspected
everybody.
this draur and found the
Fun
teeth.
surprise for anybody when you put on your underwear is to find them filled with teeth.
And then I have a little jewelry box. I mean, Wendy's, the dog's teeth are in a more cherished spot than my children's teeth. Yeah, I do have them. I guess my expression was, would I send anyone a picture of teeth? And I don't know. Oh, we're going to see it.
So here's where the teeth are. It's over at the kitchen counter on the windowsill in this cute little.
This was another thing I said. I was like, it's just in the kitchen among the food.
And then there are
I'm gonna put some sugar. I'm gonna put some sugar. I'm gonna put some sugar in my coffee.
Thank
Oh,
you.
good
One of them
Lord!
is
I've put
popcorn
teeth in my
yellow, but
coffee.
They are cute.
Yeah, one of them is popcorn yellow, but the other.
But it's so uniformly yellow. It's
yeah, it
interesting.
really is.
I
meant
my
It could
children.
be popcorn. I love popcorn, so I'll have to check on that.
Well, yeah. The only one way you can find out is pop them all into your mouth and see if any of them taste like popcorn.
The only way.
It's the only way. I can't think of another.
do it.
Unless
Excuse
you got a radio microscope or one of those electron microscopes or something.
So
Face when
So the debate is whether it's normal to send a picture of teeth or to keep your dog's teeth.
I think both.
Yeah, we just
think
got into
both.
a big thing where she was like, "It's not that weird." I was like, "It's totally weird to say, can I send to just be like, I'm going to send you a picture. I'm going to send you a picture
But
of my
you were
dog's
so
teeth."
upset. You're like, you did it. You did it. And I'm like,
Like, I don't want a picture of teeth.
It's not like an organ.
No, but it's
But
just
if
like here's like a random selection of teeth. Like who wants
not a
who
random
wants that
selection.
picture?
My children.
They're random. They look random.
And I guess one looks like popcorn.
And one looks like yes.
Tony, what do you think?
What I'm blown away is I'm trying to remember when did dogs lose baby teeth, because I don't recall
early.
ever.
Early.
Maybe I've just never had a dog that much of a puppy.
Yeah.
because I don't ever remember this being a thing.
Yeah.
Well,
My
you know
kids
the baby
found one.
teeth are brutal. Like when a puppy bites
really
you with
sharp.
the baby
Oh, yeah,
teeth,
yeah.
it's like razors. And so
Right.
once they finally lose
Yeah,
the baby,
yeah.
So
and
that's
a lot
why
of
you want to
times they
keep them.
swallow them. So I was so excited. I'm like, I found some.
They didn't swallow them. I get to swallow them.
It's just
Look, I'm just saying, one day you're going to accidentally put a bunch of teeth into something where you meant to. Oh wait, you don't really
don't
cook. Never
There's
mind.
no way it would ever
never
get in the
happened. That's true.
food.
No, it's
What
not like
food?
it's not like it's in a bag of Doritos.
Oh, our guests that I was like, this morning I'm like, you must take this. I got this for you. It's a box of granola bars that I was trying to serve you for breakfast. And that was my big breakfast thing, but I never got it out. And I'm like, but I won't eat these. So do you want them? And it was just, that's how sad it is.
Did they
at our
take them,
house
though?
Yeah, they did. Well,
they're
going back to New York.
They
so
felt
that's a long
bad for
plane.
you.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, sure, that's a great breakfast. Thanks, bro. For that.
The whole fridge was filled
box.
with drinks, though. It was like,
I mean, that is
Diet Coke, Coke,
quite
Sprite,
a host you are.
Michael Bublé, all that.
Sure. Him and Bublé.
Canada Dry. I got the Canada Dry, the Cosmo. It's delicious.
Yeah,
No
the
sugar.
fruit splash.
Yes.
It's hard to find. The
What
Canada
is
Dry
that?
fruit splash.
That sounds good.
It's got a splash. Well, now there's 2 different flavors of fruit splash too, but only one you can get that has no sugar.
Yeah, it's zero sugar.
Yeah.
But be
So-
careful because in the store, in Arvon's, they put right next to each other. The boxes look almost exactly the same.
Yeah, you got to look close.
And one is no sugar, one isn't. And I literally put the other one. I'm like, wait a. I caught myself.
They made a point to put on it that it's a different color now because it used to be redder, and they decided to stop using the red dye, and so it says different color, same taste, which is a weird
That's weird.
thing I'd never seen on food
On the
before.
box or in the soda?
On the box. No, in the soda.
What?
What?
That's what I'm
Why
like.
would
why would the? Oh no! Here he goes.
Oh no,
I
the
heard
soda.
it as it was coming out.
Why?
I heard it, and then your face contorted.
Why,
like I have the
Brooke?
dumbest personal.
Why would they
I
tell us
might
if
be.
they
I might
changed?
be.
We decided to take a color off of the packaging
Well,
and thought
no,
you should.
in defense of my sister here,
Thank
sometimes
you.
they will say like new look, same great taste.
Right.
Right
On the
yes,
box.
Sure.
Thank you.
I'm
That's
sorry, I
what
can't really hear you through this glass ceiling, which for me is a floor.
Oh my
Um,
God, we're coming through it today.
Yeah, you've been threatening that for decades.
We
Nevertheless,
we have.
we persist.
Oh my God! Nevertheless,
No, Brooke. So they changed the color of the soda itself.
As I said it, I was like, "Oh, I bet," because your face gave it away. Just how just
Yeah, it was
disgusting you are.
a little bit reminiscent of What Are Cows.
Well, but I
When did you say what are cows? I need that story.
Oh, Wendy will never. Wendy and I were coming. We had gone. Her mother was like working at a Christmas shop somewhere, just for a little. It was a while ago, seasonal.
In Manhattan Beach?
Yeah, to
Ye-
Williams Sonoma.
Ooh.
Was it?
No,
when
it
she
was
at-
like
it was a separate thing.
specific-
Okay.
And I'm like Christmas. So I still have like this beautiful Christmas tree skirt that I got there. I mean, we're coming home, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, I go, "What are cows? What are?" And she's like, "Are you okay? Like, what are cows?" But I think cows were created. They weren't. They made.
The explanation is the best part because the explanation makes even less.
don't know the
Because
real
like I
story.
thought that they invented cows.
They did though. It's kind of like like what is a mule?
They
It's a cross
did.
between a
Right,
dog.
right.
It was like, but it's
They
but
did.
cows
You say?
what?
You said you said they did. They invent.
They
Who are the
invented
they that invented cows? You don't have any information to
I
back
think
up
it's
any
like
of
a
this.
labradoodle.
I think it's a
They didn't
designer
exist in the
bovine.
wild. They made the. Didn't they? Can we? Tom,
It was
can you
between a
look that up? Who
capybara
made
and an
cows?
owl, so they called it a cow.
All right. Yeah.
So what are cows meant? What did from whence did they make cows?
Of what
Right,
provenance
yes,
are
they came
cows?
out wrong. Well, this is also the Lindsay, the time when I was like, what is whipped cream? And Lindsay goes, whipped cream. And I was thinking meringue. I was like, how do you make meringue? But I said whipped cream. And so I got roasted on that one too. But just she was so funny because she's like, whipped cream.
Lindsay has no patience for anybody.
Oh God, Lindsay's
I mean,
so
it's
funny.
just like-
She's so funny.
What the fuck are you talking about, Brooke Dillman?
But yeah. But
so before Tony looks up, and I don't even know how you're going to look it up, let's go around and say whether we think cows are a designer animal. I have to say yes. I have
Yeah,
to.
you have to for the Girl Power
Yeah.
Day. May the 4th be with you. May the Girl 4th be with you.
Same, sister.
I'm just.
You think
I'll
they
be happy to be
were
wrong.
on the ark?
I'll be happy to be wrong, but I feel like there are so many varieties of cows, and they've been around for so long that I think they predate people being able to invent them.
Okay.
Okay.
Tony,
The quick.
Wait, what do you think? You already have the answer.
I already. Well, I don't know how much of an it, but it says modern cows are originated from the domestication of wild oryx. I don't know if I'm saying that right. A large extinct wild ox, approximately 10,500 years ago.
Girl power.
Girl.
I don't know
Power.
that counts as in.
What
That's
are
10,000.
cows?
That's not like
You just
mules.
found out. What are cows?
Right, cows are cows
They
and have
made
been for
them.
10,000 years. You're saying people invented them? No.
Sort of. I mean, not invented, but
But that they come from something.
Not
but would
the-
you say a
not the
labradoodle
words-
is invented?
It 100% is. It's something that happened recently.
Right, but back then they were like, "This just happened. This just in. We made cows."
No, it's different. They were people. No.
What do you mean that's not different at all?
No. People were like, I want to cross a Labrador and a poodle, and so they put them together, and because I want to make a different breed of dog.
I want to take that ox, that wild ox, and I'm going to
not the
make a
same.
cow.
You, well, the question
Not the same.
is the
Not
word
the same.
domesticated. Did people do that, or did the cows, like sort of like dogs coming?
That's
in
like
to
saying
be near the fire?
right. That's like saying people invented dogs. People didn't invent dogs.
Brooke, could you have also sat in the car and said, "What are dogs?" Because you were thinking of wolves and foxes.
No, I
Okay.
probably wouldn't have said that.
No.
But I
There's
don't
like
know
a
where I had
5%
read
chance.
where I never knew that cows weren't just cows.
Right.
You know. But I knew that wolves, dogs descended
Right.
from wolves. But I didn't know I don't know where I read it, but it was like cows were not just domesticated.
Right.
They were made. So like dogs are domesticated
Yeah.
wolves.
But I feel
a cow is not like an ox.
cow is more like a domesticated dog to me in this scenario because invented, it was 10,000 years ago. It was 10,000 years ago.
People were still fucking around back then.
Yeah.
with
Fucking
animals.
Fuck around and find out. Hey, we got a cow out
We
of
got a
it.
cow.
I am not going to get on board with them being invented. It was 10,000 years
You don't
ago.
think people were breeding people
I don't think
10,000 years ago? Were breeding animals,
I'm
I
sure.
mean?
Oh well, I mean,
Actually, I have no idea what was going on 10,000 years
right?
ago.
None of us do.
But
But let's pretend like we do because that's
Okay.
more fun to get
Yeah.
into
But
an
I
argument.
think
that
what
way.
are cows is a fair question. What are cows? And we read that they are these ox, these
Listen.
extinct oxen combined with.
they didn't say what they're
They
combined
didn't
with.
say what they're combined with.
I will
Ingenuity.
listen. I might concede a little bit of the point that that maybe they were invented. I might, but I am never going to concede the point that what are cows is a reasonable question.
What are cows is a reasonable question. In terms of the topic and the discussion, I could have introduced the topic a little better than just out of the blue
Yeah.
while we're driving. And I can't remember what I did yesterday. I can't remember, I nothing, but it's burned in my brain.
cannot.
We were on Crescent Heights near Commodore Sloat Avenue.
Oh, Commodore Sloat.
And we were going north, and I know exactly, it was like San Vicente and Crescent Heights, and I remember just saying
Because of the
and
trauma.
Wendy was just like,
Because of the trauma. the trauma
of
branded it into your brain.
branded that, and it's still. I mean, that was how many years ago? 20, probably at least.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think.
I get accused of having parts of a conversation in my head and then just saying ones later in the conversation. That this has a little bit of that. Like, what are cows is a good rejoinder to let's talk about animals that were created.
Yeah, that weren't like
Right.
they made.
But
it
this just came out of the blue. Right?
out of the blue. I was just like, what are cows?
What are cows?
What are cows?
Let's do Just Me or Everyone.
Sometimes I ponder on something I have thought or done. one.
I have one. And I'm curious if it's just me or everyone. I confuse Stanley Tucci and John Turturro. Now, they don't really look alike. But for some reason, they're linked in my mind. And it might just be, I had no idea why, but then I wrote down Tucci and Turturro. And maybe it's just the ch-ch-ch-is of it all. The double C and just the spelling. I don't know. So is it just me?
And they're New
That's just you.
Yorkers.
Yeah, just me. Okay,
Yeah.
just me.
They're two wildly.
Yeah.
They probably were in a movie
Maybe.
together that,
Back in the 80s. Seems pretty
Yeah.
80s, early 90s. Very possible they could have been.
They just occupy the same slot for me. All right. Anyone else have one?
Well, mine is, I don't like, when I get a salad and I put it in the fridge, I have to pull the lettuce out to warm it up. I don't like the coldness of the lettuce.
Yeah.
So I'll tell my husband, I'm like, I'll put a salad out and I'm like, I'm going to go running. I know the salad's here. Just leave it out because I want the salad to warm up.
So he doesn't bust your salad.
Right. He doesn't put it back in. And I'm like, oh God, now the salad's cold. So I don't know if people, I just don't.
But you're also cold if it's like 75 degrees.
That's a true
it's
story.
Freezing out today.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, like today is freezing.
Yeah,
in
it actually
Los
is
Angeles.
pretty cold today.
That's why you don't like fruit. Also, is because
Right. I
it
don't
makes you
like to
cold.
eat fruit because it's
Even
cold.
Even room temperature fruit?
I will eat room temperature fruit. And also, for whatever reason, at a party, will eat fruit. I eat more fruit at parties, like a little tray of fruit. I'm like, why don't I do this at
Because
home?
it's
I'd be
cute.
healthy, but I don't. And like, it kills Charlie because I'm like, there's fruit in there now that I'm like, I didn't eat it.
Yeah.
I got to put, and
You got to have a party.
You overdrew.
I got to have a party and then invite myself to the party.
Yeah.
You
but
overdrove
warm it
your
up first.
headlights. Yeah.
I don't like my beverages cold. I'll have them cold if I have to. But in general, if I'm going to have like a soda, I like it room temperature.
Wow, just out of the box, the little 12-pack?
That's
wow,
right. I don't
okay.
cold is too much. It's too.
In what way is it too much?
I feel like it's attacking my throat on its way down. It's too sharp.
That's the best part.
I know,
Yeah,
and
I
I know.
know.
I see you drinking a McDonald's Coke or Diet Coke. People are like, "I like a crispy McDonald's Coke."
Yeah.
I don't.
Coke, yeah.
I want not crispy. I want smooth.
So if you go to McDonald's and they give you the glass, you just walk right over and
I would probably. That's how long it's been since I've been in a McDonald's that I read a news article saying that they're moving away from the self-service pumps. Dispensers.
that's right. They did make this for me.
And then I thought I didn't even know they had self-service. So that's how long it's been since I ordered it inside of McDonald's. But I would probably go like very light ice. I would do a little bit, but very not very much.
Well, the thing is, I will say in defense of McDonald's and fast food places, like I take full advantage of that machine. It's like I'll have a giant one, and then as I'm leaving, I'll get another giant one. So, I mean, people take advantage of the machine. That's
maybe
just
that's
out
why
there.
they're not
Yeah,
doing it. I can't imagine how much are they really losing, though.
They're
Maybe a
not
lot.
losing anything. It's like for every single drink, it's like 3 cents.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, that's how restaurants stay afloat. I mean, that's why Starbucks can stay. Like,
Right.
coffee costs them nothing.
Yeah. Well, they're
And-
Starbucks. They have it all.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Anyway, I also don't want a violently cold salad.
Okay.
And if it gets to room temperature,
More girl
I'm okay
power.
with it.
by
That's right.
violently cold, you mean just like refrigerator temperature?
I don't know why. Yeah, it's
right.
just like
I
that's
also,
too cold.
if I ever find myself at a salad bar, which I hope I do because I love a salad bar, I don't like to reach in and pull out a freezing cold plate. That's too cold for my fingers.
That's insane.
That is a bit much. I don't need my plate. I don't want my plate to be warm.
Yeah.
Sometimes that happens, but like I don't need it to be chilled for
no
my
thanks,
salad.
Sizzler.
Yeah.
Also, speaking of salad bars, maybe you remember this. What was it called? Sam Wilson's, maybe in Kansas City. There was a place where you could go and they had a salad bar, and they had, no joke, like almost the size of this table, a thing of cheddar cheese.
Oh.
And then like a slice,
exciting.
and then like one of those like harp slicers, with just a wire on it.
Oh, yeah.
And you could just carve off big pieces of, and every time we went there as a family, I was like, giant cheese. It's so fucking thrilling to go to the salad bar.
Yeah, I mean, were you a kid?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I'm like, I can't. Can you imagine going somewhere today and it's like a restaurant in the 70s where it's like, just throw your peanut shells on the floor and here's a giant thing of cheddar cheese. Take a chunk of it and leave the rest for others. It's crazy.
Oh, yeah,
Can't imagine that. There used to be much more novelty at restaurants. Like places where their thing is like a giant wedge of chocolate cake or something like that.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. we went to, there's a Shakey's Pizza down from us and the kids love it. It's so weird, but they have a, they have a salad bar and it has like 8 things.
Now I'm in.
It has like 8 things. And one of the things is some mysterious like Jello thing that's like chunks of Jello and that are red and then like pink, like I guess like whipped cream and Jello mixed together or something.
What is whipped cream?
But it's like, but I was like, I went up and it's like, ultimately it's like, all I can really get from this is croutons and lettuce. They didn't even have like shredded carrots or whatever.
Right.
And so I did that with some dressing and then, but I noted the Jello stuff. And then I was like, God, who's eating this fucking weird Jello stuff?
Ambrosia.
And why is it's not, because the ambrosia like normally has like canned fruit in it,
that's
right?
right.
Like a fruit cocktail and I was like, who the fuck? The guy behind me, like older guy, like, I mean, loaded up a plate with it. And I was like,
he knows what cows are.
I guess I fucking conjured this like into existence. I'm a witch and I conjured this guy into existence.
Maybe it's really good. I find it hard to believe.
Truly. I took a picture of it. I was so upset by it.
Ooh, if you still have it,
Like
please
my
send it to
dog's
me.
teeth.
Yeah.
I have always wanted to be on the big board at Shakey's. Like, get yourself up there. Yeah, on the marquee where it's like, happy birthday, Brooke. I always wanted to be out there on that, but I've never.
How do you get that?
I think you just have to, like, have a party there. Maybe, or you'd see, like, welcome, Turner Accountant Group or whatever.
Yeah.
Let me see.
But you have to pay money.
Yes, I'm sure you
At my son's school, the big, what is it called? It like lights up.
The marquee or something?
Yeah, it's like a big board marquee thing in the front of the school. And it'll say like, happy birthday, Brett. Happy birthday, Matt. So I let them know, Elliot's birthday's coming up. And they said, you have to fill out a form and pay. And I don't think, you have to pay money for that. It wasn't that much.
Is this a charter school or a public?
Public.
It's like a crime. This looks like a fucking crime scene, by the way. This looks like a crime scene.
It does.
Oh,
it
wow.
looks like the probiotics on the floor.
Was this? It does. Now, was that before or after the guy had his way with
this
it?
is before.
Okay, so
the guy
it's
came up and
well-loved.
saw that.
And so I was like,
It's well loved. I'm worried about what that means in this case. Like somebody had their fucking junk in it.
And it's all flopped.
Oh yeah, somebody fucked that before that guy ate it. Look at it. That's totally been fucked. Somebody got up on their knees on the
it's really
salad
messy.
bar.
Will you send that to me,
It's
please?
so fucking everywhere.
Oh my God.
It's so awful. But I mean, it's the worst fucking salad bar. And then they have a whole thing of lemon wedges.
Right.
You're taking up one of your precious spots of a salad bar, and it's
lemon wedge.
there were no cucumbers.
No cucumber. You go, well, that's a terrible salad
It's
bar.
awful. It was awful. Here, I got to send this to Allison. So.
Okay. Who else has do you have one, Jeff? I know you're in the middle of something.
I can wait on this. It could be just me. I'm not very OCD by my nature. I mean, a little bit, but I am like currently like it's. If I get the tiniest spot of food on any of my clothes, I feel like it's a beacon. Like that it's like I have on this right now, and you can hardly even see it.
I can't.
There's this yellow right here, and I saw it, and I was like, why do I wear white? What hubris? What? But it's still white enough. Like
Yeah,
why is it not black?
Right.
You know?
What's that? Is that food?
Oh, that is also food. Thank you for pointing that out, Brooke. There's some more shame for me.
Shame.
I mean, it literally, none of them were around when this happened.
All
Thank
right.
you for trying to blame my children. I try to blame them for as much as I can.
Yeah.
No, but it's just like, it just becomes like this beacon that I can't.
And you
also,
feel like people think you're gross or something because you have. They can see.
He feels
it's more
gross.
that I can't get past the fact that I feel like, oh God, I feel gross.
You feel gross. Okay.
I feel like I'm just like what? I was rolling around in the trash and I just threw this on.
You've given up.
Yeah.
Maybe. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I have, but
Yes.
I don't want to look that
Yeah, you don't want
way.
to telegraph
I don't want
that.
to, yeah.
Inside
So,
your heart.
no, but it's just like even the tiniest thing. It's just like, it's
I
like
don't have that, and I think it would be better if I did. I'm just like,
maybe a midpoint between that.
yeah, I will take water wipes, which are like the best baby wipes ever.
Uh-huh.
They say they have like 1%. There's according to the packaging, there's no ingredient in there that actually cleans anything except water and like a drop of lemon juice or something. But they work really well. So I'll just like do that on anything I get on my clothes and out the door if I have to go out.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, to contrast that, I will wear a pair of jeans like no fewer than like 10 days in a row, like 100%. And trying
With
to teach
food
my
all over
children to like, you don't have to fucking throw your jeans in the wash just
After one
because
wear.
after you wear them
I
once.
know. We wash the kids'
You
clothes after.
fucking crazy person. Like, what are you doing? Especially my older son. I'm like, come on, man. Like, I get it with my younger kids. They get food all over it. It's like, whatever. But like, I'm like, this is not necessary. They're jeans. You just throw them in a pile and you put them back on the next day. Well, like a normal person.
Exactly.
Well, technically, you're supposed to. I think like the head of Levi's is
Yeah,
like you're not supposed to. You're
wash
supposed to
them.
put them in the freezer.
That
and
is
freeze
weird
the
and gross.
bacteria off.
Yeah.
I'm currently without. I need to go and buy. I had all of my jeans wore out at the same time.
Oh no,
Where?
they expired.
Where?
You're
In the crotch. The crotch blows out.
TMI.
Yeah.
TMI.
Wow.
Yeah.
What does that mean? Like you get a hole in the crotch?
The on either side of the main seam,
Mm-hmm.
it just
Splits.
Oh,
it literally blew out.
and I bought some jeans from
Prolapsed.
Levi's and had them for like a week, and they fit fine, and I wasn't doing anything crazy, and I just bent down for something, and it was like comically like suddenly like an 18-inch split in the pants, just like pop. I was like, what the
wow.
fuck? It's great for your self-esteem, guys.
Yeah, right.
It's like, well, it's good to know that my ass just blew out these jeans that I just bought. And then I was going to return them, and then I took too long.
Right. I have something to say about that. I'm going to complain about my husband because he's not here to defend himself.
Great.
Do it.
Elliot needed, like, Daniel will decide Elliot needs jeans, or Elliot will say I need jeans. So Daniel will go on to Amazon and buy 4 pairs. Elliot, who's very picky with everything, not food actually, but with clothing, he will be like, I don't like these 3 pairs that actually do fit. I like this one pair that also fits. And then he'll actually end up deciding he doesn't like that pair and he'll never wear them. But then instead of going and setting up the return, now we just have 4 pairs of jeans that Elliot will never wear.
Mm-hmm.
Like Daniel doesn't do the return part of it in time.
Yeah.
So now we have a lot of jeans that Elliot doesn't wear.
Yeah.
That's it. That's my gripe.
Just to remind me. I'm sorry. I don't mean to go off the jeans
No.
story, but
Please, I'm done.
I have a public service announcement.
Okay.
Don't buy a toilet on Amazon
Really? I bought my toilet on Amazon.
because it was broken.
Oh.
And they were like, well, get it to UPS and get it back. So we had
what
to
a pain in the
get
ass.
a toilet to the UPS store. And we're like, can we borrow the dolly? You know, they're like, all right. But they would not help us lift the toilet. So we're just like lifting the
Oh my
toilet
God.
up on the thing. And yeah, it's a mess.
Did they make?
to send
Did they make you pack it yourself, or was it?
Oh
just
yeah,
like-
we had to put
Oh
it
my
back
God,
in
what
the
a pain
box
in the
because
ass.
it was like, yeah, you have to get, but they wouldn't come pick it up at our house. We had to go and like take
Yeah.
the toilet. So I think there may be a weight limit of things you should buy
Yeah.
because
Nordstrom has, I don't know if every
Great toilets.
Great toy. Oh man.
they have this thing called return mates. I don't know if it's everywhere, but in SoCal, where you just select return mates and then they come and they pick up your return. I want everywhere to have this.
I wish I knew about
Yeah,
that.
it's
wish
just
they had
Nordstrom that I
those.
know of. Yeah.
I wish they had those cute little food delivering robots.
Oh,
Come.
yeah. What are they called? No, I was going to say Waymo, but that's the car.
Eyes.
I know.
Yeah,
Those are cute.
every time Milo, we say it now all the time, but like he like earnestly like 2 or 3 years ago, like when he first saw me, he was like, "I want to take care of it."
Yeah, it's true.
That's so sweet.
It's so sweet, and they've got the little flag, like I'm here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't, you know, and then the blinking, and then when
You
they
have
get
Johnny
stuck,
Five energy.
it's so sad.
Johnny Five.
Let's move on to Hey, Go Fuck Yourself.
Oh, great.
Hey, go fuck yourself.
I have one, and I'm in the wrong, and I don't mean to cast aspersions on our healthcare workers, and I'm sure I'll get angry letters. However, I mentioned that we took Owen to the ER, Children's Hospital ER, and they needed to take a blood sample, and I also already talked about this on the episode, but they needed to take a blood sample, and they were starting an IV, and I had to hold him down, and it was awful for me personally and also for him. And they went for a vein in his hand, which is a very uncomfortable place.
Yeah.
And they were having trouble getting it, so there were multiple pokes and digging around, and then finally they did it in his arm.
Shit. Poor guy.
Yeah, it's the kind. It was the kind. He was making a lot of noise, like it hurts. Stop that! It hurts. And it wasn't the kind of thing where I was like, "Honey, oh, he's overreacting." I was like, I would be
Yeah.
pissed if they were doing
The
it to me
hand
too.
hurts.
Yeah,
Very
I
bad.
don't understand. Well, I don't understand why they went for the hand. I imagine someone could explain why. You know, I'm sure they have their reasons. Maybe that's where the vein showed up. But I don't understand why more doctors or nurses or whatever don't use a shot of lidocaine to start an IV. I request it. And 80% of the time, when I have an IV, 80% of the time I'll get it. And about 20% of the time, they just won't do it. And they'll say like, well, you know, it hurts more. I don't think it does though, because the feeling of a shot of lidocaine where they're going to do the IV, it's a quick poke and a sting. And then I don't feel anxious because they can dig around as much as they want and I won't feel it. Like I'm comfortable with the poke and the sting. I'm not comfortable with the feeling of the IV. And even my last IV I had, they got it on the first shot. But still, I was like, that feeling is actually more uncomfortable than the lidocaine shot. I'm just curious why, and I'm sure there's reasons. I'm sure there's a cascade of medical reasons. But I feel like, guys, let's all use a shot of lidocaine. It makes the IV process so much less painful.
I think it's they're convinced that it's one poke either way. Like
Right.
doing a shot is then 2 pokes and
But you're not going to feel the second one.
right.
And
Yeah,
if it's not a one poke.
Right.
But
Yeah.
let me pass on a horrifying story from being in junior high. That's what we called it, not middle school.
Yeah,
it was
we were
junior
junior
high.
I remember when
7,
it was
8,
called
9.
that.
And I was in band, and the band room has, risers, and they have those standard black music stands. And they have this trio of curved feet. And I was near the top row. The percussion was behind us. Not casting aspersions. And
Back of the bus.
I was, of course, playing the bass clarinet at the time, the coolest of all the instruments that might show up in a Bugs Bunny cartoon. And somebody behind me hit like one of the stands, and I heard the sound of it scraping down, and kind of looked and saw it coming towards me, flinched, and it hit me right under
Ouch.
my. I mean, like
Put an eye
so close. I mean, my band teacher like came up through the like. I was on like the third row, like through 3 rows of people with instruments, because I'm sure he thought like. I'm sure he saw it. I'm sure he thought that music stand just took out his eye.
Yeah.
It was just like glancing like right off of there. So it was just like popped open a
Yuck.
cut. So in order to close it, they were like, look, we could do Novocaine, but it's just one stitch. We'll close it. It's the same difference. And so literally they closed it with like taking, I had no Novocaine,
Oh my God.
a needle right towards my eye.
Oh my
That's
Don't
actually
tense
cheap
up.
folks.
I'm like, sure, don't tense up.
Oh
Yeah,
my
just-
God. Do you remember the feeling of it?
Yeah. I mean, I vividly remember like watching a needle come towards
Right.
my eye. I'm
Oh
like,
my God.
I'm like, wow, it's Clockwork Orange, the home
Yeah.
game. So fun.
See, I would, again, not a doctor, and I love everything they do for us. I would think that using the lidocaine then allows everyone to relax because then
I'm
they
surprised they wouldn't use like a topical.
The rubbing.
I know.
Yeah, just
Why
move
not
it a
use a
little.
topical?
They used a buzzy, which is a little vibrating bee thing to distract him, which didn't work. It's not enough.
Yeah.
The topical takes longer. I mean, that takes a while to really
Yeah.
numb the area. I don't know.
But still.
My notes would be use lidocaine and don't go for a vein in the hand. Just my notes.
the hand is rough.
Brutal. Yeah.
But
that's where they do it.
Just as
always
President
do it.
Trump, he gets them all the time.
Seemingly, yes. All right. Anyone else have a hugafee?
I do.
Okay.
I do. And it's to literally every drugstore and grocery store out there for, especially grocery stores, for sequestering cleaning products and drug and like painkillers and stuff into a place where I have to do a separate purchase
Yeah.
annoying.
and this goes along with then going to the drugstore where everything is fucking behind a glass. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
I didn't know
like
the cleaning products were.
well, in some grocery
Like Tide
stores,
Pods
in
or
some,
Wow.
but it depends on where you go because you go some places and the Tide Pod. You go to Costco, you could get a billion. They're just out there
Yeah.
in the world's largest containers.
Yeah.
But then, like at some grocery stores, it's like you just bring up a look. It's in there with the cigarettes and the fucking liquor. I'm like, what? Like,
weird.
I get it with really expensive liquor. Like, somebody could just walk out of there with something expensive and sort of dangerous to have. But, like, really, are we still in the Tide Pod? I mean, I guess, yes, of course we are, because we're still taking our fucking shoes off because one guy tried to light a shoe on fire
Right. Well,
a
the
billion years
Tylenol, we
ago.
can't get in any bottles because someone tried to kill someone 35 years ago.
I mean, it's just like every time I go into the grocery store, I'm just like, this is so fucking stupid.
I agree. I sometimes drive if I know a place is like I go out of my way and drive further to a place that doesn't do that often.
I mean, there've been a couple of times it's like, oh, there's nobody in the checkout stand thing. I'll just take it. I'll go pay for it because it's like, oh, you can still just, because I do self-checkout anyway,
Yep.
regardless of how many things I have. I do self-checkout because they also have the one where it's got the where it's for bigger amounts. So sometimes I'll just grab it and just go out. Like, I'll take care of this out here. Thanks.
There's always someone in the VCR, as my mom says. She's not kidding. It's the CVS. But, she calls it the VCR. But there's always someone who's just, snapped. And every time I'm in there, someone goes, "Well, I guess I won't buy it." Then they just yell it real loud and they
Jeff.
storm out.
Well,
and it's like,
At a CVS, there's only 2 people working.
right,
Yeah.
right.
I
No,
mean,
you
not
feel
in the pharmacy. There's 90 people in the pharmacy,
yeah.
and one of them has like VR glasses on, and you're like, HIPAA violation? Maybe not that while you're looking up my prescription. But yeah, you press the buzzer and it's like, well, I don't know. I never see anybody working. There's one lady behind the counter and she's like, I don't know.
Yeah.
We have those?
But it also kind of, in a weird way, brings us together as humans because you'll be by the deodorant. What are you waiting for? Deodorant. What are you? The shampoo. And, and it's like, when did you push the button? Well, I pushed it.
lotion.
I'd already pushed it twice. And you just have
Lotion
like a
was behind
connection.
it.
Yeah.
Lotion.
The weird.
Are they
those
just
weird
running
things.
out of shelf space in the front? What's happening?
No, it's just they've just
yeah, they're
added
still in the aisles.
they
It's in the
added it
aisle,
to
I
regular
see.
aisles.
Oh.
I also don't understand like
Been a
COVID
long
tests
time
are
since I've
behind
been
the
in a
counter.
store.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What? What? Oh, I got to go up and ask for it? Or like, okay, I need to show my ID to buy cough medicine.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. I'm sure a lot of terrible things are happening with cough medicine. Meanwhile, I could go to any one of the 100 places and buy ammo and a fucking
Right, yeah,
gun.
right. Yeah, just walk in Walmart and get
Fucking
some.
Christ, yeah. So that all of those locked off things can go fuck themselves.
Hey, go fuck yourself.
All right. Does anyone else need to tell anyone to fuck off?
Well, I do have one. It's I can't remember if I told it or not about the beef temperature.
No.
Okay. So there's some friends, they worked for a network, and they were like, it was about to be a merger, and they're like, we're going to get canned. And so they were like, let's go out on the credit card one more time. So we went to this like beef place near Mozza. Is it Mozza or Matza?
Mozza.
I thought it was
Oh, really? Maybe
don't-
I'm
yeah.
wrong.
Maybe
I could
I'm
be
wrong.
But it's, on Melrose
Yeah.
and Highland, I guess. But so we went in, and I don't eat meat, but the two people I was with, they wanted to share a steak that was like $75 or something. And they order, they're like, order the steak. And they said, prepared medium, please. And she goes, the waitress said, it comes prepared medium rare. And they said, well, we would like it medium. And she's like, it comes prepared medium rare. And I was like, if I had been alone, if I hadn't been with just, they were being kind and
Right.
inviting me out, if it had just been me and like, I would have been like, could we have our check for the drinks we've had? I'm out of here.
Right.
You're not going to charge me $75 for a piece of meat, and I can't have it how I want.
Yeah. So did they end up having to get it medium rare?
That's right.
Would they?
And I was like, you guys are insane. I would have thrown a fit, but they were like, oh, it's fine or whatever. I'm like, it's not.
They're getting bullied.
And she was such a snot about
Yeah.
it. She didn't go like, oh, the chef is like weird. She just kept saying, it comes prepared. And I'm like,
Rude.
yeah, with the attitude and the price, and I was having none of it. But
I've got to know what restaurant it was.
it was the meat place that owns matzah. It's like they're-
Osteria Mozza or whatever.
But there's a thing around, it's called Cleaver or something like that. But it's around the corner, but the
Okay.
same people own it. But I
Got
was just
it.
like, are you? Oh boy, that burned me up. And that was years ago. That literally was like 10 years ago, and I'm still on fire about it. So,
I personally hate that woman on your behalf.
thank you. Even though it's girl,
Yeah.
did that ruin
It's
our
tough.
girl power?
A little bit.
We don't claim her.
That's right. Yeah.
She's
So
probably
There's always
dead
a
by
bad
now.
apple.
Yeah. What'd you say?
She's probably dead by now.
Probably.
Probably.
She probably angered someone.
Yeah. Someone
Enough.
probably strangle her. I want it medium.
Most likely.
Yeah. So, hey, lady and restaurant.
Hey, go fuck yourself.
Given the time, I'm going to say let's hold our product picks
Okay.
for the next time.
Okay.
This has been so much fun. I feel I've grown. I've been asked some questions. What are cows? Done a lot of thinking.
Yeah.
Jeff and Brooke, where might we find you?
Well, I'm on Blue Sky. Hate the Drake. Whatever. Blue Sky. Whatever. I'm on Instagram, but like not really. Nothing else.
9 Chickweed Ray. We haven't done one in a while.
No, we haven't. Brooke and I do a podcast about 9 Chickweed Lane, the world's worst comic strip.
But tell what happened. We've had a guest on. We haven't had many guests on, like 2.
We did have.
But he got a text out of the blue from a friend.
Yeah. We had a guest, Matt Fraction, who's I've known for years, and he just out of nowhere, a friend was like, had apparently listened to our podcast and was like, have I told you how much I hate this fucking comic strip? And I was like, did your friend know that you had been on the podcast? He was like, no. I was like, that's so
Just organic.
that's
Wow.
so weird.
In the ether.
I mean, we really.
rager.
Yeah.
Brooke likes to talk about how vast our empire is, and really not that many people listen every week.
Global. It's global.
we do have listeners that we have consistently gotten listeners from Ukraine, which seems crazy to me.
They
Like,
need some laughs.
you're going through this war for all of these years, and you're
They
taking
need
time.
levity.
So thank you. So it's 9 Chickweed Rage. And so you can find 9 Chickweed Rage on Instagram and on Blue Sky and wherever you get your fine podcasts. And you'll hear me and Brooke losing our fucking minds over a comic strip. The perfect thing to talk about on an all audio medium.
Right. It's just describing, just Jeff describing. And then we
literally
scream.
have to describe the pictures and the words, and then we lose our minds. Anyway, Brooke, what else do you have going on?
Well, I will say my beef came out finally. My beef episode.
What temperature was it prepared at?
How dare you? How dare you?
I'm so sorry. So sorry.
Let's go back to his computer, how he forgot his computer.
I know, in his backpack.
Let's go back there. Boy. But I'm doing a Bob's this week.
Ooh.
And then I have been working on that cartoon. The cartoon that's Motel Transylvania. And I went in to do some ADR for it, and I was like, it looks done to me. I'm like, oh, when does it come out? And they're like, February.
Yeah.
That's
Is it on
animation.
Netflix?
I think it's going to be on Netflix, yeah.
Yeah.
But it looks so good. It looks so
Now
funny.
you're recording a Bob's, or you're going to be on Bob's this week?
I'm recording this
Oh,
week.
okay.
But I did ADR for another one.
Yeah.
I just love
Brooke
Bob's.
is on
I
Bob's.
love Bob's. I mean, it makes me so, skip down the street when I get to do Bob's. But yeah.
Wonderful, Tony.
Motion City Soundtrack will be in Columbus, Ohio, May 16th, Allentown, Pennsylvania, May 17th, and then some stuff in the UK right after that. So just check out motioncitysoundtrack.com. I'm Instagram at Tony Thaxton, though I barely post anymore.
Yeah.
And I would like to remind everyone, Patreon. Patreon.com/AllisonRosen, and then Substack. AllisonRosen.substack.com. And of course, QUINCE.com/AllisonRosen. Make sure to use that URL so that they're like, oh yeah, she's sending people our way. Please. Thank you guys so much for being on the show. Listeners, thank you for listening. I love you. You matter. Goodbye.
Hey, do you know about the Allison Rosen show?